We're going to do something interesting with block matrices or partition matrices. So suppose we have two matrices that we want to multiply together. And we break those matrices into 4 blocks, like so. So each one of these letters represents a matrix, a submatrix inside this matrix. Well, we can actually multiply these just like we would multiply any 2 by 2 matrices. So what we do is we take this row and multiply it with this column, and we put that right here. And so on. We take this row with this column and put it here. But keep in mind that these are not just entries in a matrix, these are matrices themselves. So as long as we can actually multiply A with E and B with G, and then we can add the matrices together, then we can break matrices up like this and then compute their product in this way. So this is assuming that products and sums are defined. Let's look at an example of this. I want to multiply these two matrices. Now notice that this matrix is a 3 by 4 matrix, and this matrix is a 4 by 4 matrix. So the product of these two matrices should be a 3 by 4 matrix. And we could multiply these two matrices like normal, and maybe you want to do that so you can compare the answer to what we're going to get a little bit later. But now I'm going to actually break these two matrices up into blocks. And I'm going to do it in a specific way. So here I've broken this matrix into 4 blocks. And I'm going to break this matrix into 4 blocks. But notice that the sizes of these matrices are not exactly the same. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is a 2 by 3 matrix. We have a 2 by 1 matrix, and then we have some 1 by 2 matrices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula we see up here to multiply these two matrices together. Now, you have to be very careful with how you break these matrices up. The reason I can break these matrices the way I have is because, look, this is a 2 by 2 matrix, and I'm going to multiply it with a 2 by 3 matrix. So as long as the number of columns is equal to the number of rows, we can multiply them. So you have to be very careful when making blocks. So let's multiply these matrices together. Again, I'm going to label this A, B, C, D, this E, F, G, H. And now I want to multiply A times E plus B times G. Let's do that. So we have 1, 2, 2, 2 times 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1. I'm going to add to it B, which is 0, 2, 1, 1, times 4, 1, 0, negative 1, 1, 3. Okay, so let's multiply like normal. We'll get 1 plus 6, that should be 7. Then 1 and 4. Then 8, 2, and 6. Multiply these two together, you get negative 2, 2, 6, 3, 2, 1. And now let's add these. We get 5, 3, 10, 11, 4, 7. Just make sure I didn't do anything wrong here. Oh, I think I made a little mistake right here. This should be 3, and this should be 9. So this is going to go here, which is A times E plus B times G. So I'm going to erase this and actually put this matrix right here. Okay, now let's calculate the entry that goes here, which is going to be the matrix A times F plus B times H. So A times F plus B times H. Let's see what that is. So we have 1, 2, 2, 2 times 4, 1 plus 0, 2, 1, 1 times 2, 1. We'll get 4 plus 2, that's 6. 10 plus 2, 3. So it looks like we'll get 8 and 13. And this matrix goes right here. Okay. Next, we want to multiply C with E and add to it D with G, and that's going to go here. So we have 3, 1 times 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1 plus 1, 3 times 4, 1, 0, negative 1, 1, 3. And we'll get 3 plus 3, that's 6. 3, 6, I think that's 7. 4 minus 3, we get 1. 4, 9. So we end up with 7, 7, 16. So that'll go here. And then we just have to do one more, which is C with F and D with H. So erase this. So we'll have 3, 1 times 4, 1 plus 1, 3 times 2, 1. This is 13 plus 5, and we just get 18. And that goes here. So we're almost done. The last thing I want to do is just clean this up. Here I have 4 blocks, but I'm going to erase these parentheses, and we can also get rid of these lines here. Oops. So this is going to be your matrix. So if you multiplied it like normal, you would get these entries, but you can see that it corresponds to these blocks. So it's just another way to multiply these matrices.